Well, I heard it's the biggest bomb of all time.
We making
get to review another great Spider-Man movie.
Yay!
They looked at you and said,
"Sure,
now dig on this."
It's also super good.
Yeah.
Read on me this.
So,
you like Spider-Man?
I mean, a little bit. Yeah.
The time is here, but there's no time to stop and stare. We bring a tidal wave of justice and clarity to comic adaptations everywhere.
I'm crying. Tears of joy. All right. What's going on?
Our tears we have to deal with.
You earned your tears.
Like, we live in the trenches.
You do.
You have
It's
tears
true.
of joy up in your Crystal Palace. Stupid.
Yeah, we have tear gas.
Welcome to the Legion of Comic Correction, where we have to talk about great Spider-Man movies every freaking few years, and we get nothing. We get nothing.
Just all about the Marvel guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, guys, welcome where we talk all things comic books. Oh man, we're talking about Spider-Man today?
Another Spider-Man.
Oh
Yep,
my goodness.
whatever.
All right, well, welcome guys.
You even get great TV shows. You got Nick Cage.
true.
Got Nick Cage. How is this? And then you get great freaking animated ones. Animation is ours.
Yeah,
that's
you
ours.
can't do that.
You don't get it
That's
all.
cheating.
You
That's
can't get it all. You don't get it all.
I was going to bring up that DC animation is really good. It's top
That's all
tier.
we got.
That's all you got. Well, you do have some really good
it is
movies.
really good. And then you went ahead and decided to make Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh, I just need to leave. This is
No,
not gonna
stay
go well.
stay around. This will be good. We're going to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day today, guys. So if you haven't seen it, this movie's everywhere right now.
Name of a movie. Why is it a Brand New Day?
And
We've had 4 of these ahead of
we'll
this.
talk about that. I do have a reason for why I think they called it that.
Stupid.
But if you haven't seen it, guys, spoilers
cares?
all over the place.
You did see it. Everybody's seen it.
Everybody's
seen this
they
movie.
made money.
They're making
unlike
$1
DC.
billion.
Well, if
We
you
made
haven't
back
seen
our
it-
budget. Look at us.
If you haven't seen it, guys, go watch it and then come back and listen to us. We're going to
did
talk
see it.
about Brand New Day. They probably did.
They did see it.
Most of
The
the world saw
internet
it.
has seen it.
That's also true. That's one
The
gripe I
hierarchy
have.
of
Sony
the
released
internet.
way too much in trailers. I stopped watching them after like the second one, but apparently the trailers like showed a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, spoilers, guys. If you're new here, we talk about all things comic books,
Spider-Man.
not just Spider-Man. All things comic books. So like and subscribe if you like that kind of content. Also in our description down below, we've got links to our website, legionofcc.com, where you can buy some sweet merch, and our Patreon, where we have 2 tiers where you can get lots of exclusive content, including an extended version of this very episode where we talk more about Spider-Man. These guys love it. They just love Spider-Man so much. So go join so you can hear them be angry about Spider-Man, actually. They're angry about it.
I'm glad I have Harry back to be like miserable with. We can be miserable together.
I know.
This is just what he's doing with Spider-Man.
I'm,
Can you guys see this movie?
I am
Did you
more
guys see it?
optimistic.
It's a movie about Spider-Man. Yep,
is
another one.
Guys, I'm really objective.
My questions will be. Guys, we're going to do.
Questions can't be objective.
Yeah, well, they're not going to be.
They're like, what?
Here's
questions
first
are.
question.
What?
Why
How would
is
you-
Spider-Man the greatest superhero of all
besides
time?
the word great, how would you
Question-
describe this
question
movie?
here. Besides the best movie in the world.
Besides the best superhero ever created,
No.
what would you say is
You guys-
also another word that
You
could be
guys-
used?
You guys are only
Some
extending this
say,
episode.
this is revolutionary. Others say peak excellence of all time.
Would you
and-
say
and-
grandiose
describe
or
it?
overwhelming in joy?
Still others agree with all of them.
On a scale of exemplary to absolute phenomenal, how would you rank this?
I do genuinely want to hear what you guys thought of the movie, because we talked a little bit after the movie, but we haven't really dug into it together. So I do want to talk about it. I want to hear your honest opinions on it.
Oh, you'll get it.
I know, and I know I will.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fake it for like this is gonna be the first time I don't give you my
well,
honest
but that's what I
opinion.
mean. That's what this is about. Because
It was great. 10 out of 10.
The people who listen don't just want to hear from the Spider-Man fan of a Spider-Man movie. They want to hear both sides.
Oh, they're gonna hear it.
It's
They're
what-
gonna hear it.
Good.
They're gonna hear it.
We want to hear
They're
it.
gonna hear it.
How much time we get? So guys, yeah. So we're gonna do our comic podcast review. So we'll do our Carnage report, our review, and then our verdict as we normally do. So let's jump right into it because there's a lot to talk about. It's a long movie. Carnage report.
It is a long movie.
Chop it up. That word.
That was a long movie. That is actually a really good point.
I will say
it felt long.
It is 2 minutes shorter than No Way Home.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be the case. That didn't. No Way Home was so many stories put together.
It was.
That was a perfection.
It was a perfection. We all agree on that.
And
one.
I will
But
never debate that.
2 minutes.
Watch that review of ours. It was a good one.
We'll link it down below. We'll link the No Way Home one because that was the quintessential perfect Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
But yeah, it was 2 minutes. So this was 2 minutes shorter.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be that long.
Did you feel like it felt longer?
Oh,
yeah.
it felt
Than No Way Home?
Whoa, way longer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
No Way Home.
One's pace was insane.
Yeah, and there was never
There
a
was never a
missed
dull
beat.
moment.
There was never a dull moment. It pushed the pace forward. This drug at times.
That's fair. Okay, starting with our Carnage though. How much do you think it costs to make this movie?
Probably about 14 cents.
Now this one does actually have big names.
With 13 being Tom
They
Holland.
brought.
How much did it cost to make? That's
make
our
the
first
movie.
question. Do you
Yeah.
want to go first?
How
Or
much
you want me
cost
to
to
go
make
I
first?
went first last time. You can go
Okay.
first this time.
All right. $315 million.
315. Okay.
I genuinely think
Sure.
that's a
It
solid guess.
was a long movie. It was a lot of VFX. It was a lot of big names.
Every
John
name
Bernthal
in there-
joined in. Mark Ruffalo joined it. Like there was a lot.
all the people who return, like every time they return, they
They
demand
make more.
They make more money. It's like it goes up. At a certain point, we're talking major numbers.
And they're all very popular. Like they're all very well liked, and so they're gonna like
Zendaya
Zendaya
and Tom Holland
That's what I'm
alone
saying,
are
yeah.
just
They're in the-
commanding probably 20 million each.
I mean, Zendaya's in this, The Odyssey, and Dune this year, and
so is Tom Holland in
Tom
Odyssey.
Holland's in
Odyssey and this.
Odyssey.
right. Robert
Probably
Pattinson's in Dune
We don't know.
and Odyssey. Like they got
You
big
want to
numbers.
talk about a great movie?
Yeah, right. All right.
Hopefully.
So, what did you say? 315 or 310?
315.
315. All right, 315. What do you think, Harry?
367.
Wow, geez, 367. All right, they came in at 225.
Guess that was a no.
This is stupid.
225 million.
Stupid. How did they make this
I don't know.
movie for
There's got to be a
225
lie
million?
somewhere. Somebody's lying.
225 million. Yeah.
Somebody's lying.
Yep. 225 million.
Somebody's contract now, it's got to be Tom Holland. His contract has to be based off of no longer just like a million, like a
Right.
dollar
Sales.
amount.
It's
He's
on
got to be,
sales.
he's
Yeah,
got
with
to be
sales and whatnot.
incorporating
Probably.
sales, which that
Probably
I
Zendaya, too.
guarantee
Yeah,
doesn't.
probably.
I
Yeah.
guarantee that doesn't play into.
Do you know how much he
the
made? Or-
costs.
I don't. You can look it up.
Start hacking
so
the system,
220,
Harry.
225 was the budget. How much? So right now, what's today's date, Harry? I can't see my
The 8th.
The 8th. So it's the 8th
26.
of August. It's been out. We are only in the second weekend of this movie. So it has been out for a full weekend, and then we don't have the numbers for the second weekend yet. So it's just going to be those first 3 days, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we might have Friday's numbers in here. I don't remember. So we're not even done a full 2 weekends yet. So we're still really fresh in this movie. So what do you think? How much do you think it's made at this point?
Well, I heard it's the biggest bomb of all time.
Totally.
That's definitely what it's going to be now. So,
Biggest bomb.
I don't know. It's got to be astronomical. I'm going to say, I don't even know how to gauge this right. I'm going to say $620 million.
$620 million. All right, 620. That's you're saying for worldwide, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
worldwide.
620 for worldwide. Harry, how much do you think, man? We've only had one weekend, so it's only been that
said
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
625?
625. 625 million.
No, I think I said, did I say 25 or 20?
I thought you said 25.
Whatever. I don't care.
625.
I'm going to say 438.
438 million.
Probably right.
Oh my goodness, guys. You are both horribly wrong. It has made $1.25 billion at this point. $1.25 billion. Logan is leaving the studio.
Have a good night, guys.
$1.25 billion. I really want him to hear some of these records here. So it has secured the biggest domestic debut of all time with $360 million for its opening weekend. It has also become the fastest movie to reach 1 billion worldwide, only behind. Oh, actually, it overtook Avengers: Infinity War, and I believe it overtook Endgame at one point.
Hey, Harry, can you put something other than his voice on my headphones? Like, can you specifically just mine? Maybe some peaceful tones.
Maybe Nick Cage monologue.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Cage monologue would be helpful. Peaceful tones, a babbling brook.
Right. So
wind chimes.
The Thursday night opening, in just that singular night, it made more than the Supergirl worldwide box office.
Do we not count like marketing budget and everything to make?
No, we haven't done that for any of our movies. So yeah,
I didn't know.
So glad he had to do that DC comparison. I really appreciate.
Well, we
that.
talked about it the last episode too.
For stabbing us in the back. Just twist the knife while you're there.
Yeah, $1.25 billion at this point, which is crazy because the Odyssey. So we were talking about the Odyssey as well. The Odyssey has also just passed $1 billion.
Yeah.
So Tom Holland and Zendaya are now in 2 movies, and John Bernthal, 2 movies that hit $1 billion in their box office run this year.
How much do you think Tom Holland made?
I don't know.
They were in $1 billion movie with No Way Home and Endgame.
No Way Home, I believe, capped out at like 920 something. Or
That's
9.
stupid.
I don't think No Way Home made the whole thing.
No Way Home
Let me look.
is a
I think
astronomically better movie than this movie.
I think it is. I think it is
we're
better.
surrounded by crap.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It definitely
you are
did.
completely right.
Yeah.
So in your domestically, it only made No Way Home only made $814 million. I know. Worldwide, it made 1.9.
Yeah,
billion.
I was gonna say
so.
definitely.
I was thinking the domestic numbers was under $1 billion, but the international numbers made 1.1 billion just internationally for No Way Home. So No Way Home, but obviously, Brand New Day still has another 2 or 3 weeks of like numbers that it could still pull more in. There's rumors that's going to push that 2 billion mark. It's surpassed the Avengers movies at this point in speed. So not in total, but in speed of getting to this point. So it's crazy. I mean, it's like you said, everybody's seen this movie. Yeah. I mean, everybody's seen this movie. If you're making already that, you're already at $1.1 billion. That's unbelievable. So after the first weekend, it was just under $1 billion. It was at like 928 after the first weekend worldwide. All right. So director, Destin Daniel Cretton, he was the director for Shang-Chi, also the director for Wonder Man. He's coming back now and starting a new saga for Spider-Man. There is rumor that he's going to come and do more Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland.
Wonder Man 2 got canceled, right?
Wonder Man 2 did get canceled. Yes, correct.
I didn't mind Wonder Man.
So, yeah, it wasn't... I don't think it was...
It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best.
Yeah, it was a fine
that it was
character
different.
story.
It was very different.
I like that.
It was a fine character story, and Yaya and Ben Kingsley are great, and their chemistry was really good. So
love Kingsley.
Kingsley was so good. Yeah, and Yaya, poor dude, because he just keeps getting drops, and he's so good. Like, he's a good actor. I want to see his Wonder Man.
I do like him as an actor.
Yeah. All right, so cast, the returners, the big names, Tom Holland comes back as Peter Parker, Zendaya as MJ, Jacob Batalon as Ned Leeds, and then we did get a little bit of Marissa Tomei as Aunt May in a flashback memory. Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo comes in for a little bit as well. We get to see some cool Savage Hulk. And then we get some new additions as well. Florence Pugh comes in as Yelena as a cameo. That was cool to see her interacting with as a new Avengers kind of liaison to him. With her, I am jealous of her office.
Tiny potatoes.
Small potatoes, big potatoes. That's right. I'm jealous of that office, man. I would have an office in a sauna like that. That'd be so much fun. Yeah. So she came in for a little bit. John Bernthal came in as Frank Castle. We got to see the Punisher for the first time in the MCU on the big screen. So that was really cool to see him. And then there was 2. So we'll do 2 names before that big. We dropped Sadie Sink already. But Tramell Tillman came in as the head of this section of damage control, who's named William Bill Metzger. And for you X-Men fans out there, he is a leader of the team of humanity against mutants. So in the comics. So we kind of knew he was going to be somewhat of a baddie when it comes to mutants. So when we heard that name, we were like, all right, this could be an X-Men introduction.
I turned to Greg at one point, right before I was like, he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
Immediately.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
how could you not?
And then Lisa Cologne Zayas, she was rumored to be. People were thinking maybe she'd be Miles Morales' mother, but she ended up playing Detective Jean DeWolf.
Oh, yes.
Yep, which is kind of Peter's liaison to the police force.
She still might be Miles Morales'
No, she's
mother.
not. Wrong name. Wrong name. DeWolf is not. DeWolf is, though, a big name in the comics for Spider-Man fans. She was famously killed by a serial killer during her run with Spider-Man right before the Venom symbiote saga, and she was a huge part of. She was essentially his Jim Gordon in like the 80s, and she got killed.
Okay.
So fans were really kind of like freaked out when she has kids because she doesn't have kids in the comics, and they're like, "Oh, great, she's a mom and she's got these wonderful kids, and now they're gonna kill her."
Yep.
So people were kind of sitting on edge, waiting for her to die in this movie. She has not yet, but it looks like it's probably in the cards.
Got to have more of an emotional toll
for Spider-Man. Oh my word!
More.
Yeah.
Let's just crank that emotional
up,
toll
man.
up.
And then Sadie Sink comes in as Jean Grey. We finally get the reveal, which that was the first thing that people kind of guessed that she was.
Ignore the hair.
Right.
No. Yeah, okay, shut up.
Well, and everybody went everywhere else. And then I watched the interview with her, and she was like, it's really funny because you guys were all right at the beginning. And it's like the whole time you spent trying to figure out who she was, and you're like, I actually was that person the whole time.
Yeah, you guys did good.
So, yeah,
right
you guys
out
were
the
right.
gate.
Should have trusted your instinct. So, yeah. So that is the
There's Spidey
cast.
sense.
And then, that's right, Spidey sense. And then source material. The biggest source material draw is from a comic run from 2005, 2006 called The Other Evolve or Die, which is when Spider-Man, after going through a traumatic experience, ends up cocooning himself. And when he comes out of the cocoon, he is more spider than man. Not the same as man spider, so he doesn't actually grow arms, but he does get the organic webbing, and he does get heightened senses and heightened speed and strength. And that series of Evolve or Die is about him coming to grips with how to balance Spider-Man with Peter.
When did that come out?
2005. Yeah. So they're pulling from a direct comic run, and then they added in the Jean Grey thing. Obviously, they're making their own story, but that's the source material that they're pulling from with his mutation and his new abilities and his whole battling that, am I Peter, am I Spider-Man? I'm got to be both. So that line at the end of the movie where he says, I'm both, when she asks who you are, that's the culmination of Evolve or Die. It's a great comic run.
Was this an MJ or a Gwen?
MJ. Okay. It was an MJ. Yep. Not a Gwen storyline. Yeah. So that was their source, and they stayed pretty true to that. Again, the addition of Jean Grey was their own. That's not from the comics of her being connected with Spider-Man in this way.
How old was he when he was in this comic?
In the similar age, he was in his mid to early 20s.
Okay.
Yeah. So it lines up really nicely. Again, obviously there's the differences of like dealing with Doctor Strange's spell. That's not there is a comic. There is a comic where Doctor Strange does make people forget, and the Hulk remembers him, but that was not in the Evolve or Die run. So yeah. So it's a mismatching, as it usually is with these.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fault him for that.
Yeah. All right. Review time. Let's jump into it. All right, here we go. Questions for you.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Hooray. Hooray. We're making it. We're making
get
it.
to review another great Spider-Man movie.
Yay. All right. Here's some questions for you guys.
So excited.
All right.
Yeah. Seriously.
There's a two-part for this. Two parts to the question. The first question is, how did this movie do justice to the character of Spider-Man? But then the flip side of that is, were there any missteps that you feel didn't feel right in the character of Spider-Man based on the trajectory we've seen in the MCU? So it might still connect in the comics.
No correlation. I was gonna say no correlation to like comic
not
source,
necessarily,
whatever, nothing.
But like as we've grown to know this Tom Holland Spider-Man,
sure.
were there things that you feel?
Better question.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
That's the better question.
So do the easy one first.
I can jump in.
What was some justice?
I can jump in, Harry.
Yeah.
But that's not the easy one. Why is that the easy one?
Because I
that
think
doesn't feel like the easy one to me.
Yeah, there's surfacey things that I feel like could be easier answers to that. The harder question is like, how did they do them wrong? I think.
Yeah,
well, go ahead.
That's the easier one for me.
For you. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This just feels like almost a left turn from the trajectory that we were on.
Sure.
This doesn't feel like the same trajectory. Like every other movie felt like it was building off of the previous movie.
Correct.
Well, I know
Yes.
that we're building off of clearly the thing that I would say they did, I'll go to that they did well is like he is struggling, battling with the being separated, being isolated, being alone, and the struggle that comes along with that, the emotional toll that comes along with that.
Right.
What I would say is like, what's weird is that we're saying that, or it's alluded to in the movie, that emotional toll, that isolation that he put himself in, triggered this anomaly within his system where he was losing, I guess, the sense of himself. So by losing his humanity, he was the spider was rising in him. The spider DNA was starting.
The arachnid mutation,
which, listen, there is a comic book run for it. I'm not debating that. But I do feel like it's a wrong pivot. Like, I don't feel like that was the direction to go for me. There were a lot of different ideas and theories that have come up, and we've said this before, where it's like some of these theories are actually really good ones.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
Like, why didn't we go down, okay, we're isolated, we're feeling alone, he's at his most vulnerable, Venom.
Right. Yeah, that was our leading theory on this podcast. Was that it was going to be a symbiote. Yeah.
Instead, we completely swerved that, and that didn't feel right. That
they looked at you and said, "Sure, now dig on this."
Yeah, they did.
They
did.
Yeah.
And it feels like
Bully Maguire.
It feels like Marvel, to a certain extent, wants to take you right up to doing something and then do something the opposite.
Sure.
And it's not horrible. It's just not what you really wanted.
But I would say
or what you thought it was going to be.
There are certain times where they should just do the thing because it's what makes sense.
Do that thing.
Sure.
Just do that thing.
Sure.
Like,
agreed.
This was the time when Venom made sense.
Right.
Do Venom, because
100%.
now you're going to do Venom at another time on top of the fact now he's stronger.
Right.
So
more stable. He's starting to rebuild his community.
Yeah.
Now you're going to do Venom?
Well, so
like
my one like wonder about that is the Venom scene in No Way Home was one of the post credits. Just kind of like and some of those post credits end up being just like they filmed it for fun and it becomes a throwaway. So it wasn't actually part of like the main story. So that could have been one of those things, which I don't necessarily like that, but it could have been. The other bit is I don't know how much Sony is letting the MCU take Venom. They might be holding him closer. They might not be giving them the right to use him in a full movie the way that they would want to. You know what I mean? So the MCU might want to go that route in this sense, but Sony might have come back to them and said, we're not ready to give you Venom for a whole movie at this point. You can't do that yet.
I can't see MCU approaching Sony and being like, we want to do this. And Sony's like, you know what?
But they've done it to them in the past.
I know, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but they're still like they've literally told Kevin Feige came out in an interview and said Sony has told him he's not allowed to touch Miles Morales until the Spider-Verse is run its completion. So like they're
but that's because they already started. The Venom's done.
Is it though? Yeah, I mean,
it literally
it
said
be.
It was the last dance. That was the title of it. If they do anything else, that's stupid.
Right. But they could be.
I think they've literally just primed it to go into the MCU.
Right.
We would hope that, but I'm just musing about like I wonder if that was one of the.
But here's the thing. Again, you are. I agree with what you're saying. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
I would much rather.
But I also am saying like we've literally primed. This was.
It felt like it should be
prime time for it to come into the MCU.
Like, they literally are talking about
like and then
Tom Holland Spider-Man in the movie.
And then we did
that Venom.
And Secret Wars has the black suit.
Right.
So
and then we did something else.
Yeah.
But the problem with that something else was he didn't really learn anything from his evolution.
Yeah.
Like why did he
Well, he started to.
No. Okay, I don't see it.
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
See it
I think they
feel
could have been. I think they could have been more heavy-handed with it.
Right.
They could have been because I think what you're supposed to get is that
whatever you're supposed to get, I didn't get.
Right. Is that DeWolf throughout the whole movie is telling him, you can't just let the job eat you. Like, you can't just be fully the job. You've got to be you too, kind of a thing.
Right.
And Spider-Man, Peter Parker has nothing. So he's like, I'm just going to be Spider-Man. I'm just going to give myself to the job entirely. So I think the lesson he's supposed to be learning when he then comes to the aid of Jean Grey and realizes that he can have impact on people, and that this is where she went when she lost her relationship, and he could go to a similar route, kind of a thing. The idea is, okay, I need to start making more of an effort to being both sides of this coin and being both Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
But he didn't learn that before he made the evolution. So, like,
Oh,
when he fully grasped those powers when he was fighting the hand at the end,
I think
right?
that's where he made the connection, though, because he saw Jean Grey in that turmoil, and he had been hearing Wolf talk to him for the past
But
how
he
many
didn't
years.
see Jean Grey in the turmoil. He hadn't literally seen her yet.
No. But he knew that that it exploded her powers to the point, like her powers went to a different level because of her anger,
Her
and because
anger
of her
and suffering
That's what I mean. So I think he
And
saw where it
isolation.
took her, and
to
that's
a
why.
higher level of power.
Yeah, but not one that was good.
Are you really?
I mean, it was dangerous. It was super dangerous. She froze everybody.
It's also super good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but I think what they were trying to get you to is
It doesn't
that
make sense.
So after that, then he's trying to connect with Wolf more, and he's trying to connect with.
You're doing a
Ned
lot of
more.
justifying
Yeah.
for a really bad story
That's
plot
fair.
hole.
That is
Like, it is a big
your
plot hole.
Yeah, we haven't even delved
That's fair.
into like anything yet.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. So
Go ahead, Harry.
So that was
my question.
I don't even know what the question was.
the question was, what are ways that it did well for the character, and did they do things in here that you don't think connected right to the MCU trajectory of Peter? So like he was saying that he thinks it should have been the Venom side, and that this he didn't really
100%
learn
should've,
much in it, and it just seemed a little odd that he was at this place after No Way Home.
Yeah, I mean, without completely piggybacking off the same exact thing, it's just I felt like
Yeah.
we're back almost to an origin story
Right.
level
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
of
agreed.
the movie. Like,
Yeah,
although that it is still compounding off of the Forget Me spell,
Right.
it's just like, and we knew that he had to get through this, but it's
Yeah.
like they kind of made a whole movie about him getting through this, where like they could have been progressing the larger arc.
This was
more,
This was a reboot,
especially
without
with
Which larger arc are you referring
like
to?
with the MCU
You're
as
talking
a
about-
whole.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because at this
Yeah,
point, we don't
agreed.
need another Spider-Man origin or Spider-Man
Sure.
character building or what. Like, it's fine that they used like the what was it again? What was it? The source material.
Evolve or Die.
Evolve or Die.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like cool concept.
Yeah.
Liked it, whatever. But it's just like we didn't really need that to
Now.
then introduce like Jean Grey and
Yeah,
all
so
of that. So
I feel like both you said this to me at the end of the movie at some point, was like you wish it went somewhere more in the MCU. Like it didn't connect enough.
which the
for
MCU
you.
is pretty good at doing,
Sure.
especially with the high-hitting caliber person of Spider-Man.
I will say, and I knew,
Like if it was a Thunderbolts, you'd be like, oh, okay, I mean,
Right.
whatever, it's a Thunderbolts. But
Right.
so I knew you guys were going to bring that point up, and I would argue that this movie moves the MCU forward further than any of the other individual Spider-Man movies. So Spider-Man Homecoming had no connection to the MCU other than building his relationship with Tony, but there was no connection to the greater MCU.
Well, yeah.
It was start.
we needed Homecoming
Right.
to be Homecoming.
100%. Far From Home also did not have anything other than Peter's own struggle with being Spider-Man and getting his identity revealed, but it was a Mysterio close and cut. Mysterio's ramifications was making Peter known to the world, but like there was no other connection to the greater MCU because he got the Edith glasses, but that didn't connect to the greater MCU at all. There was no, he was dealing with Tony's death, but there was no greater MCU connection in that one. And then No Way Home, other than the spell making everyone forget, which is very Peter centered.
That's not Peter centered. That's entire universe centered.
Sure, but it's ramifications for Peter, and I guess for the other rest
For
of the universe too.
everyone. Ramifications for everyone.
But that's the only real connection to the greater MCU. I mean, like Doctor Strange was in it, but again, like
Right, but
there's no real connection to the greater narrative of the MCU.
But to play devil's advocate at
Yeah.
a time like this,
Sure.
now is the time to use
100%.
a Spider-Man movie to
100%.
push the narrative, because
I agree.
It's like,
Spider-Man is their most popular.
100%.
right, obviously he just proved out with the budget.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
with the
Popular.
box office.
character.
100%. I agree. What I'm just
Like,
saying is
how
that
are we
they did
not-
it more in this one than any other movie because they introduced the mutants, which is going to be the greatest push that we have to the next phase.
But did they?
yeah, I mean, they introduced that they exist and that Jean is going to upstate New York.
Yeah, but Deadpool and Wolverine did that.
Right.
Not in our universe, in variant universes.
But they talked about our
But
universe.
no,
Sure,
but they introduced
100%.
they
Sure.
didn't they used you said that she introduced the mutants. No, she didn't.
Well, I guess the better statement is she was our first introduction to a mutant in our universe. Like we like to a mainline mutant in our universe.
technically Spider-Man's a mutant.
She-Hulk did. Well, yeah, but that's not.
He wasn't
not
born
the
like
X-Men.
that.
Yeah.
But he did. He's mutated genes. But
Yeah, 100%. And there are some comic runs where he is a mutant and that the spider just, just awakened his gene level. But anyway,
This wasn't the movie we needed now.
fair. That's fair.
We didn't need this.
Or really at all.
Or really at all.
Not like trying to be that.
Sure.
I'm just
That's
saying, like,
fair.
we didn't really need this movie.
That is fair. That's right. Going back to you said it felt like an origin story.
It did. It
Right,
felt
and
like
I
a
get
reboot
that's
without
brand
doing a
new day.
reboot.
100%.
I get that, but
Well,
it's
yeah, I agree. I heard somebody say something really interesting though, which I thought was cool. Which again doesn't necessarily probably won't change your opinion on it, but it's just an interesting statement in that the first three movies, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, was his origin story, and this is the first time we're seeing the mainline Spider-Man being a New York City. Like, he's the superhero. People know him. He's fighting all of his classic villains. He's on street level. He's doing like what we normally see Spider-Man do in the comics. And it was just kind of like,
but we didn't really
grown
see
into
that. We just saw
But
clips of him.
let's
doing
go
that.
down-
You know what I mean?
Sure. But that
Let's
was
go
the
down
idea that was like the origin. Like the origin was the first three movies, and then now we're kind of getting into Spider-Man.
But then if you go down that idea,
Yeah.
so follow that idea, that means all he has done is origin stories.
Right.
yeah, they're saying like
then this
that
one's
was the
another
narrative
All,
of
this
the-
is another
Yeah.
origin
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
Right.
I just thought it was
Because, I
an
mean, like,
interesting
literally,
comment.
like, his friends don't know him. He's
Yeah.
re-meeting his friends. He's
Yeah.
rebuilding those relationships.
Right.
Like,
He's Peter Parker
all, then
2.0,
all we have
technically.
had for
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
Parker are origin
origins.
stories.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little, like,
Yeah,
let
fair.
him, like, that was the one thing I would say, like, we got to see with Toby that we never got with Andrew Garfield.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because the second one didn't really get to that point either. Was like we got to see him being Spider-Man, like full
Yeah.
in Spider-Man.
Yeah, like
and
the city knows him, and I think it's what Brand New Day is kind of starting. But you're
it's
right,
trying
it's,
to, but it
it's
didn't end up
later
feeling
on.
like that. It was
Yeah,
later
yeah.
on. It felt like they did embrace him with like, oh, Spider-Man's getting the key to the city.
Yeah,
they,
yeah, yeah.
they show those little clips. Like we don't
Yeah.
want to see that as like,
Right. Like, oh, that's a
everything.
waste of
Yeah.
time.
Like, it's like it's a waste of time for people to actually.
I'd rather
see
have seen, like-
Spider-Man as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Those- Well, it does. This
like,
movie,
what?
this movie takes place almost 5 years after No Way Home, so they were trying to do that catch up of like, here's what he's been doing for the
Great,
past.
show
5
me
years.
that catch up.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
know,
you wanted to see
5
those
years
other movies.
after.
Yeah.
I wanted to see those
You wanted
5
to see
years.
them.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna
That's
show
fair.
you an origin story.
Yeah, we're gonna reboot
Yeah,
without
that's fair.
rebooting.
Yeah, 100%. It's not. Yeah, it's definitely not a reboot, but it does have.
feels
It
like
does have
it.
a feel that
Yeah.
he's like finally stepping into the friendly neighborhood.
Especially
Yeah.
if we're gonna follow the line of MJ has moved on from him. Now,
I don't think she has.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she did.
Well,
I
she
But you're
know
saying she's
that.
coming
totally
back.
did for 5
I
years.
know that.
Yeah.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if we're gonna follow that route,
Yeah.
like I am excited to see like maybe other ladies who are interested. We know
Sure.
that there are
A Gwen
other.
Stacy maybe, or yeah, or
we know
Black
there
Cat.
are
Say Black
other
Cat, yeah.
women
Yeah,
who
yeah.
he had relationships with.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would be cool. I actually wouldn't mind if MJ dies. I actually
Sure.
shouldn't say that because I thought she was going to
I
die.
know you.
at that
You were
one point.
like,
I was
no,
oh, no, it's
another
gonna
Gwen
happen
Stacy.
again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right,
But,
we should
yeah.
move on to questions. We don't want to
Yeah, that's fair.
belabor it too long. I've got a few.
You
more I
already
wanna
have.
ask.
Yeah.
You guys talked for the most of this one.
No, we didn't.
This question.
Watch it
anyway.
back.
Yeah.
Watch
Watch
it
back the tape.
The amount of defending that you are doing, sir.
Well, I mean that is a podcast. We're talking
Yes.
back and
no,
forth.
No. The level.
Well, that's fair. I am not. I am defending my opinion.
That's
I totally
fair.
respect your
That's
opinion
fair.
because I do.
It's
I can
fair.
see. I can totally see why people don't like this one, at least as much as I do, because I did really like it.
I want
So,
to
like,
turn a question
I
to
do
you.
see. Yeah,
I want to turn a question
Go
to
for
you
it.
then.
Let me hear it.
This is,
Riddle me this.
riddle me this.
What's up?
in looking at the 4 movies you have
Yes.
with him,
Yeah.
where would you put this one?
Oh
with
man,
those
that was
4?
going to be like my last question of the. But we can answer it now for
Yeah.
sure. I would say so.
I don't care for me, but the
100%.
fans don't care what I think.
You want to know it as a Spider-Man
I
fan?
think
what I
as
was
the Spider-Man
yeah, for sure.
fan, where do you put this one?
So
you like Spider-Man?
I mean, a little bit. Yeah. My wife bought me these. No.
I thought that was Captain America this whole time.
Yes.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
It is. It's the right colors. It's the right colors. I would No Way Home is still my favorite. I don't know if that will ever be
Yeah.
topped. So it's still my favorite. Brand New Day is my second favorite.
Wow.
It is my It is.
Wow.
It is to me. It is very close to No Way Home. There are some lulls. I think.
Are you?
But it is definitely better, I believe, than Homecoming
Really?
and Far From Home. Yeah. And I love Homecoming and Far From Home. They are fantastic. Homecoming's really close because
See,
it was
I
the first
definitely
time
think
I saw
Homecoming
him
is-
like a real Spider-Man, like a real like a
Well,
kid. He was
Michael
like 14.
Keaton as the
Michael Keaton was so
Vulture.
great. Yeah. Though I did rewatch it in prep for this, and it wasn't as good as I remembered it. It was still good, but it was like you could
Probably
definitely
because
tell.
it
were
was the
learning.
first taste of the glory.
Exactly. They were still
Yeah.
learning, and that's
Yeah.
partially why
made you
it's so high.
Want
But-
more.
But yeah, so I would say No Way Home, Brand New Day, Homecoming, Far From Home. That's my run.
You don't like Jake Gyllenhaal?
I do like Jake Gyllenhaal. I like him a lot, and I liked his Mysterio performance. I really did.
All right.
Yeah, but it wasn't quite as.
I didn't
good.
like his Mysterio. I didn't like their
Fair.
Mysterio.
How they did it.
Yeah.
Being an ex Tony Stark guy. Yeah. I think that was a little bit of a stretch trying to.
I
connect
went
to
like
Tony.
OG Mysterio.
Yeah.
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 Special
Not to go
effects,
on
dude.
that rant, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next question. This is a big one. What did you guys think of the inclusion? There's a few parts to this question. What do you think of the inclusion of Jean Grey? What do you think about the changes that they made to her? And do you think this works as an introduction? Like, is this going to work as an introduction of the mutants, of the X-Men in the MCU?
Do we know how old she's supposed to be?
She's supposed to be like 14, 15. She's young
Oh,
still.
jeez.
So she's not.
I thought
she's
she was
not
going to
a
be like
contemporary.
17, 18.
Yeah.
No, she's not a contemporary. I will say
So
one,
they abducted a child, is what you're saying.
100%. Well,
Okay,
damage control.
100%.
Damage control does.
I know. I mean, yeah.
I will say the one big change is with Sarah. So she does exist in the comics. She is the sister of Jean Grey, but in
Original, though? I don't. Really?
Yeah, but she has never been. She's never been a mutant.
She's not a mutant.
Right,
not-
right. Yeah.
She's
yeah.
a regular, and they've always had a relatively good relationship for the most part. But her parents were kind of like scared of her and
Yeah.
whatnot. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all accurate.
Right, original.
But they made Sarah a mutant who kind of helped Jean Grey see how to use her powers. That's the major change with Jean Grey's origin in this. Everything else is relatively similar because Xavier
Her
didn't
powers
find her
don't
till later.
seem right.
Her power, no, they are accurate to the original Jean Grey in the original X-Men runs could only read minds. She didn't know how to move things. She didn't know she was a telekinetic until
That's not what I meant. Like
until
the,
later.
the
With the
hopping,
The jumping.
the
Oh, the
jumping.
Phasing, the mind
so,
phasing.
Yeah, so that there is comic precedence of her having a range to enter people's minds. That's why Cerebro was invented, because they can't just enter anybody's mind at any distance.
Well, right. I know that, but
the expression of hopping is very interesting.
Right.
But it's not outside the realm of her. She could control people with her.
I think the main
her
thing
mind
that's
in there.
weird is that it's not
Yeah.
A to B to A to C to
Right,
A.
she can keep hopping. She
she
can make a
can-
chain.
yeah.
It's A to B to C to D to E.
Right,
It's
she
like
can
that.
continue to make a chain. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Daisy Chain. I don't remember
Yeah.
that, but
So-
I'm not sure if they ever daisy chained in the comics, but the act of jumping from mind to mind to control people can be done by telepaths in the
Sure.
comics.
I
But yeah, it was a unique take on that for sure.
I don't like it.
So what do you think? You didn't like what part? All of it?
all of it.
Yeah, fair.
I
That's
just
fair.
don't like all of it.
You
I
didn't
think
like Jean
she's.
Grey
I
being
didn't. I
introduced.
didn't like how Jean. I didn't like Jean Grey.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought. Here's what I will say: the fight at Damage Control I thought was
Yeah.
really cool.
when her powers kind of woke up.
When she, no. When she
one?
controlled Hulk,
Oh,
and when
yes.
she controlled
The hand.
Punisher. I thought that no. You're not. You're at the wrong place. Hulk and
Before the
Punisher.
vault got opened.
Before she got captured.
You immediately
Yes.
realize,
Gotcha.
the hand. Yeah.
The hand.
No, not the hand. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay,
that
fair.
is a good battle. But what I'm thinking
Okay.
is her
Hulk and
controlling you, like thinking, oh, I'm gonna go get more firepower because what I've been doing isn't working to get into damage control.
Right. I need the muscle.
I'm gonna go get the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
that
that was
thought
cool.
process,
Yeah.
and then once Hulk was Savage Hulk,
yeah,
then
man.
being like, I'm gonna grab Punisher too.
Yeah.
Like I thought was a really cool thought process. I thought that was cool,
agreed.
but I don't like her introduction. Feels like short term we're doing something different. It's interesting. Long term, it's gonna be setting up poorly. Like we're gonna lose. It feels like we're losing the opportunity for Phoenix. It feels like we're losing
Why? Expand on that.
because
Like, why are we losing
I
that?
was thinking that explosion of power would have been waking up something inside of her that like is the Phoenix. I know
Phoenix is from space,
the Phoenix is from space.
So that might have been a beacon to Phoenix, and Phoenix might be making its way. But she didn't get the Phoenix Force until she went into space into the Shi'ar Empire. So she's got to go out there.
Okay.
But that could have been a wake up that makes
that
the
this
Phoenix
is a
think.
really powerful. Okay.
Yeah.
So then scratch that.
Okay.
What I felt was missed
Yeah.
was we needed some greater connection for her to mutants.
Yes, agreed.
And so like
Yeah.
we're all sitting there at the end of the movie
Yeah.
and gonna be like, she's gonna step off the bus and
Right.
be at
Somebody's gonna be
Xavier's.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna see
Like,
the leaves blow on.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just
Or
gonna be
somebody's
like,
talk to her on the
Hampshire.
train. Yeah.
right. And she's gonna be like, where am I? And pushes aside and it's the Xavier school. Like,
Right, some ivy.
right. Yeah.
Right.
That's what we're gonna see. We got the dumbest after credit scene probably of all
We'll
time.
get to that. We'll get to the extra credits.
I just didn't
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
her. I didn't like her.
That's
as,
fair. That's totally
It
fair.
didn't feel right.
Did you?
It was a miss.
So
It was a miss.
I will say that Xavier's school won't be around yet. He starts it with her in the comics. So she's like his first student in the comics.
Every time.
No, not every time.
Right.
So we saw like first class. He started with people that weren't like Jean Grey was later. Like when they
right.
with James McAvoy.
But you just said in the comics.
So in the original. When I say comics, I'm talking about the original X-Men run.
But we can't
It was
do
Bobby,
that
Scott,
because-
Jean, and Hank, and Warren.
Right.
They
But
were
we
his
can't
first students.
do that because
Logan just rolls up.
Logan rolls up later, yeah.
we can't just
the
say like
Sure.
because they're picking and choosing storylines from
100%.
all over the place.
100%.
We're not saying that they're going to do that exact
We don't know
first
for sure.
one
Right.
storyline.
For sure. 100%.
Like they're picking and choosing all the time.
The
they changed her storyline already.
Yeah, the
Right.
most used one though is that they're the original students. So he
That's
develops
not
the
the
school
most
after
used
them.
one. The most used one
Not in the
is-
movies,
Exactly.
but in the comics, I'm saying it is the most used one. So in the movies, no, it's not the most.
Right.
Though in the X-Men 2000s, it was because
Well,
Jean and Scott
yeah,
were
especially if we
his
talk
first.
about
And X3,
X-Men
he goes back when he's just a kid.
97, 98.
Yeah, and all of that, and even X3 was Patrick Stewart. He goes to her house when she's a kid. She's
Okay.
the first student he picks up.
But
So that's right.
Sir.
I'm sorry.
Sir.
Forgive me, sir Patrick. Don't come find me. I know you can.
or well, what could have
yeah.
been what could have then been the other one is she
Yeah.
steps off the bus. We don't need to see him, guy
Yeah.
in a bald cap, right?
Sure.
Wheelchair rolling up to her.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they haven't, at least to the greater public, they haven't cast
Right.
Xavier yet.
Exactly.
cast
So
Scott
you pull a
and they've
Thanos
cast-
move,
Yeah.
right? And you just put
Somebody
like,
with a bald head. Cap.
yeah.
Yeah. They could have done that.
John
for sure.
Malkovich.
100%. I agree with you that was definitely a missed opportunity that they could
Right.
have done way more on.
There were a
Yeah.
lot of missed opportunities in this
with,
movie.
And especially with Jean in particular. Mm-hmm. What were you thinking about Jean, Harry? I want to make sure we get your opinion on that too.
What was the exact question again?
What did you think about the inclusion of her? And do you think like
The changes
the
for her
changes
were
were her?
good.
Were they good or bad? And like, was this a good way to kind of introduce the original
Mutants.
X-Men mutants? Yeah.
I don't think this was probably the best move of
Sure.
how to introduce the original group of mutants from the original X-Men.
Yeah.
I don't think her powers necessarily were like so detrimental of being like, oh, this was good or bad.
The differences, yeah.
I think the hopping thing was kind of dumb.
It was weird.
It was weird. It was definitely.
Like I think you could still get the
take.
same result by her just being has to be a certain proxy way and just having that power of being able to do that.
Yeah.
You could have got the same result. Instead, we had
Sure.
like, I don't know, like 4 chase scenes,
Yeah,
5
like,
chase
whoop,
scenes, and he's like, oh, I lost her again. And it's like,
yeah.
like
It was
that's
weird.
not like a story arc of like him understanding with like Evie be like, I need the the jump sequence or whatever. It's like there was so many times in this movie where Peter was like trying to crunch numbers and things like that and get down and dirty with trying to figure things out with Evie or whatever. It's like it just seemed like that was like kind of a repetitive thing happening in the story, and it's just like I think that's where the dragging part came from.
Yes, agreed.
So
Yeah.
now the molting and the status of his shedding and things
the
like that.
cocoon and everything.
Yeah, whatever you call that, the chrysalis or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever that process is called. Like
Spiders don't do that.
I love
either.
I love when he's
They looked
watching.
that up. We
you going
TJ
into a
looked
cocoon?
that up during the movie,
Yeah.
and he's like, spiders don't do that.
No, well, he's a mutant spider. I do
No,
like.
no, but they were watching that video.
I know. Well, he was. Yeah, I do like when that video was going on. He was just like, oh,
Yeah, like they don't.
but that's
they
not.
don't
Yeah,
do that.
Interesting.
yeah. So
Just made up.
it's fine that they use Jean to
Yeah.
get this going. I just would have rather seen, instead of using Jean in this movie with Spider-Man to build the X-Men, I wish they would have brought in kind of like the opposite, or kind of similar to what we were saying about the DC universe. It's like I wish they would have brought more of Spider-Man's like allies, or even like peers, if you want to call that, were actually like superheroes or things like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, that's
Yeah,
me.
that's-
or
no,
like bringing in
totally
like
fair.
Moon Knight or something like that. You know what I mean?
They're apparently making a Midnight Suns movie. With
I know,
him and
but
Ryan
it's like-
Gosling as
There's
Ghost Rider.
this is like some
Yeah.
late stuff.
I agree.
I feel like there were a lot of times we were watching movies, the three of us,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh, they're about to introduce the mutants here.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it felt like a natural place to do it.
Okay, gotcha.
It felt
didn't feel
like in
natural.
this one, they were like, haven't we introduced mutants yet?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
guys,
Like
wait,
John.
John,
Yeah.
Did we do that
we
yet?
did that? No? Oh, we got to
toss her in.
Shit,
Toss
you
her
done
in.
that before
Who's up?
Tuesday. Yeah.
We got a redhead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's done with Netflix. Yeah. So yeah, we'll take her.
Yep,
Well, yep.
yep. Sign her.
And I'm not
Sign her.
saying she didn't do a bad job. She did a great
I
job.
think as Jean
Great
Grey.
job
I think
as
she's
Jean
great. I
Grey.
think she will be a good Jean Grey. Yeah.
Continue that, but it's just
Yeah.
like not the time and place.
This
felt a little
like,
odd.
This
Yeah,
felt like
agreed.
the wrong time. Like it felt,
It felt
like,
forced.
I can
Yes.
I can definitely I can concede to that.
X-forced.
I definitely believe that there were better ways to do that. Better ways.
all right.
But I will
We'll
say
accept.
I-
We'll
I-
accept the terms.
yeah, I will
And
say
your
though
$1.2 billion offer. Thank you. We will take that
Yes.
money.
of the
Lambo, here we
of,
go.
of what they did, it wasn't horrible. It just was. It could have been better. It could have been there could have been a better way to do it. I don't mind. I personally don't mind because they're changing the age range a little bit because like Peter is younger than Jean in the comics, and obviously now he's older than Jean, and he's like kind of an established
Right,
hero.
like that's-
So that's going to be a
It's
little
kind
bit
of
different.
weird.
It is. I mean,
It's not wrong,
It is,
it's just
yeah,
weird.
It is a little odd.
I think they just should have introduced the mutants with like Angel or something.
Or from another universe, and when the incursions kind of bring it back together. Or
No, you
with
guys
Spike.
didn't bite on that at
I
all.
didn't bite on that with Angel. Oh, because it's his favorite.
He's
So
a bird.
I don't. I don't mind.
You just named
got-
two.
he's a
bird now.
He's
a boy.
He's got
it's
hollow bones.
He's a bird, dude.
He's got
That is the
hollow
worst.
bones.
He's a
He is
government
the
official.
worst- One
I
of the
don't-
worst mutants.
Spike is worse.
Oh,
Spike is
100%. I
worse.
agree.
He's gotta hug
at least
people.
at least Angel can fly.
And at least Angel became Archangel.
What about-
And he was awesome
Eventually
as
as
Archangel.
Archangel.
He's
yes.
friggin' awesome.
Yes, but
But-
OG
about
Angel
Toad?
is just like Toad. Toad's fine. He's a frog.
He's Rob Park.
He's better than Angel.
I don't know.
Is
I
he?
think
Toad
I'd rather
is better than
fly.
Angel.
I'd rather fly than have a giant tongue like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
but he can hop around and he can stick to
Yeah, but
balls.
he
He
can
can
fly.
work from.
Angel
he
can
be-
fly. Flying is so much better than jumping.
I think they're talking
Yeah,
like
but
this
he can
the
be
rest
like
of
a
their life.
ninja.
I
Like
guess.
he can be stealthy.
I guess.
Birds
Like,
aren't stealthy.
I think no.
With those hollow bones,
No.
man.
He's
Well,
soup.
anyway.
The second
Enter a fight. Okay, I'm flying. Enter a fight. I'm dead.
Right, they kick him and his bones all
And his
break.
bones break.
Yeah.
Have you ever kicked a bird before?
I can't answer that
tried
on camera.
I tried for a long time to kick like pigeons, and in every city I would go to, I'd try and kick a pigeon. I never caught them.
That's
They're
some
fast.
serial killer.
Where's the
Another one.
tallies?
I don't know where it went.
Where-
No,
Yeah,
we never
but
actually made one in this
Greg
place.
buried it just like all the rest of the things.
I tried in every city I went. Did you hear him? Play that back. In every city I went into, I tried to kick pigeons.
Hey man, you gotta keep yourself entertained somehow.
Pigeons, on the record, are not a protected species. So
I can kick them all I
technically
want.
he's okay, but if
Well,
you killed him,
and
then that's
also-
illegal.
That'd be trouble. That'd be
Also,
troubling.
To
That'd be
be
troubling.
fair, birds aren't real.
Right.
Okay.
It's a
Just
government conspiracy.
Government
I'm just trying to
conspiracy,
kill the drones.
particularly pigeons.
I'm just trying to kill the drones, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying
you
to stop
you
surveillance.
really tried.
Yeah.
You really brought
Really
you
trying
saved
to do that.
yourself here.
I
You
really-
really was like,
Different type
"Oh,
of flock camera.
Did I just
Don't
say
like-
I was trying
did I
to
just
kick
out
birds
myself?
everywhere?
Oh my goodness. Anyway, I thought I don't mind the Peter being a somewhat mentor to Jean and being a connection to her, because he is a steady force to a lot of younger heroes and younger mutants in the comics, and so I don't mind
seems
that. But
insane in this
Yeah.
moment, though. He's unsteady.
Oh, 100%.
Like, he's unstable, and he's trying. And
well,
we're
then
saying
it's good
he's
that
going
she's
to be
going away. She could go far away, and then he can figure it out. And then maybe when she comes
I'm
back,
just
he'll be
saying,
back.
like,
It was
I
a
don't
good
mind
stepping
him
point.
being a
Like,
mentor.
far away from home.
Really, because this dude
He's
is
struggling.
barely keeping
He's
it together
struggling
right now.
He's struggling. Yeah.
He's almost a spider.
So yeah, so I agree that Jean was an odd way to introduce her.
Yeah.
I want to see the movie's so long. I'm going again on
so
Monday.
long.
I'm going again on Monday with
It's
Jamie.
so
'cause Jamie
long.
didn't see it. So I'm excited to see it again now that I kind of know, and like I want to be able to watch it again with like kind of knowing where it's going. So we'll see. I don't know if it'll be better or worse the second time I see it.
Okay.
But- all right. Last question, because we got to wrap this up.
God.
Last
we
one.
gotta wrap it up.
Here we go. Thoughts on the post-credit scene? I know we didn't like it. I know it felt like kind of a waste, but very interesting. Spidey in New York stays in New York as it zooms out, and there's a new Spidey in space. So it's pretty certain that this
I
is a
have
Spidey
a
variant.
hope. Yes.
Who do you want it to be, or who do you think it's going to be? Nick Cage.
My hope. No, I mean like dream Nick Cage. But hope
Yeah.
is that this is Fantastic Four coming
Yes.
in. So it is my hope that when the Fantastic Four
Okay.
are coming into our universe,
Yeah.
that they are bringing another version of Spider-Man
Who?
with them. Oh, who is your actual
Who do
question?
you want? Who?
I
which
thought that was a
Spidey do
good
you
enough
want?
answer
No,
in terms of
it
like
is.
what that horrible after
But
credit
is there
scene
a Spidey you want it to be?
like in it.
Like,
I hope it's one we haven't seen yet.
you think you want it to be a new one?
I
I
want
want
it
the
to be
Aztec
something
one
new.
from Adam Webb.
Oh my heavens!
Oh my gosh! Oh,
I hate you so much.
I-
What a horrible movie! Stop making me relive that. The Aztec one.
I want you to take this L.
Are you
Oh, my
are you
word.
asking
it
us?
Wasn't, it wasn't. I want
like existing
like,
or
how- no. There's
So-
more. There's more. Are you asking us like a variant of Spider-Man that we
Right.
would want to see, or are you asking us literally like an actor that we would like to see be playing Spider-Man?
So both. You said you wanted to be somebody new, but it could
$20.99.
also be.
Oh, I actually no. Time out. A better answer.
Okay, who you
I
want
hope
to be?
it's Tugboat Tobes. I hope
Okay.
Tobes comes in.
Who do
I
you-
don't want somebody new.
but it
I
has
want
to.
Tobes.
Does it have to be from the universe of Fantastic Four?
It does
The-
not,
of
because
the family
the-
that's coming in.
the
one
theory-
who's coming in.
Well, the theory is that the Fantastic Four is coming after already gathering some people, so they're not going to be alone when they reach our Earth.
And they're going
Thor is most likely with them.
to.
So
But
they
they're
could
going to-
essentially pick up any Spider-Man they want. So who would you want? It to be?
$20.99.
Would you want Oscar Isaac to play him? Because he plays him in
Yeah.
Spider-Verse.
I mean, he can't.
He can't. He's Moon Knight.
Variants could be anybody.
No, I don't. See, that's the thing. I don't like that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so not who would you want?
Like
to
they're
play
already doing the
$20.99?
RDJ, and it's like, okay,
It's weird
Yeah.
enough.
he's
already.
up there. He can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But Oscar Isaac is great, but he can't do that.
So who
Right.
do you have anybody you'd want to play 2099? Just thinking, or just somebody.
He'd have to be big.
Somebody.
Big dude.
Yeah, he'd have to be a bear of a man. Alan Richardson.
immediately.
No.
Alan Richardson.
No, he's
Everybody,
not.
every
he's
time
not,
we talk about a bear of a dude,
Big
Alan
dude, like
Richardson,
Alan
he
Richardson.
can't move
but
though.
he's also not Hispanic.
No,
He
yeah.
also can't move.
Yeah, that's true.
like he plays
gotta
a
be
great
flexible.
Reacher
Right.
because Reacher is
Spidey
just
that's not flexible.
non-flexible.
You guys are flexible. I
guys-
didn't get that
You guys
Spidey power.
move it with agility. No, I
Okay.
just beat the heck out of
So
people.
2099 Tugboat.
Talk about soaps.
There was a
You want
leak.
I mean,
Tugboat
yeah,
toes.
Yes.
but
There was
You
a,
do.
So
of course,
You
but
do.
he is confirmed to be in the X-Men universe with
I don't want them to drag
Patrick
Tugboat
Stewart and
Tones
whatever.
down with this. You know what I mean?
Well, so
Just in case
there
it goes
is-
You
south.
might be right. You might be right.
there was a leaked promotional from I think Brazil. I can't remember where it was, but of like the a Doomsday promotional thing, and it was Tobey Maguire in the Iron Spider suit.
Ooh.
So like the original Civil War like red and gold Iron Spider suit. Like it looked freaking sick.
Okay.
And it was a really blurry picture and people were like this was real and it got taken down from the socials and whatever. So who knows? I would love it to be Tugboat.
Tugboat soaps.
In the Iron Spider suit? That'd be freaking sick.
yeah.
Sick.
But the other funny
Him
thing
and Hugh
would
Jackman
be,
Wolverine coming out together? That'd be so cool.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
would
never mind.
win
I
me
would
a
be-
lot of points. I would
Yeah.
be very happy with that. Yeah.
I'm for it.
Yeah. All right. Last thing I want to mention.
You just said last
I
thing.
know.
You just said last
But
thing.
I forgot this thing. This was something that you guys were not happy about. So you guys were not. I remember you guys not being happy that Ned seemed to remember Peter
Yeah.
when they gave the handshake. And we talked a little bit about after the movie that he has
Don't try and
powers
explain
and magic
this
stuff.
somehow.
So there's also a shot. I don't know if you guys remember it at the end after Jean Grey like let's go everybody. It's kind of like that montage thing's ending.
He's like shaking it off or whatever.
Yeah, and MJ is on the roof of the school, and she's holding the Black Dahlia necklace, which is what Peter gave her as a present. So there was this guy, and I'll try and find him. I only saw one dude talking about it on Instagram. I'll try and find him and link him here. If I can't find him, I'm sorry, dude. You know who you are because you were really smart. Look this up. Official powers of Jean Grey. So Jean Grey held them all, right?
Yeah.
She held Ned and MJ. Official powers here on the Marvel website. She has memory manipulation. She can implant, restore, or alter memory of others. So when she got that flare of
Base power. Base powers, though. Not
Right.
Phoenix Force.
No, not Phoenix Force, just Jean Grey powers. So when she got that burst of energy that kind of created all the out of her trauma and fear and anger and created that bubble in New York that held MJ. And if you notice, when MJ was held, she was crying.
Yeah.
Why was she crying? It might have been reawakening memories, restoring memories that had been damaged by.
But if that's
By
the
the
case,
spell.
then
Hold on, but
that
let's-
would make Jean Grey want to do that to those.
Not necessarily. She could have just been awakening memories, and that they were thinking about Spider-Man at that point. He was on their mind. They were seeing connection. MJ knew that she knew him, like they'd been told about this, and so that was like forefront of their minds. So maybe it was she wasn't really controlling her powers because it was just kind of an expulsion of power, and that kind of triggered something to help them
Maybe.
remember. I thought that was a cool explanation.
Because you explained it
Yeah.
okay right there to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
that work.
Yeah.
I think my thought process was, okay, timeline wise, like we know, not there. We know Jean Grey held Spider-Man alive.
Yes.
Right? She was
Yes.
literally breathing for
Yes,
him.
to get him to the hospital.
To get him to the hospital, to get him stable and all that stuff. Like, because she appreciated him at that point.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she valued him at
Yeah,
that point.
yeah.
But when the explosion of powers happened and we saw the scene where
She's crying, yeah.
MJ's crying, she doesn't care about Spider-Man
Right, that's
at
what
that
I was
point.
saying.
No,
Yeah.
no,
much.
and that was. I mean, it could have been within that because that was when he was getting the Aunt May.
But if we're looking at
Memories,
that
but-
explosion of power as just like a random,
Right.
like explosion of wild
Of her
power
abilities.
and
Yeah.
abilities,
Yeah.
then that memory awakening I could see as being a wild part
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
But
But-
it could also be her going back to her
Mm-hmm.
and being like, I'm reawakening this because I care about Spider-Man
Yeah.
after the fact.
Sure,
Now,
could be.
The
Yeah.
problem and the question there is, after everything that she said to Spider-Man,
to
to Peter,
yeah.
does he want her
I don't know.
to have that reawakening happen that way.
Right? I don't know.
Because she's like, I'm not that person anymore.
Right.
She's made 5 years of new memories, new
Yeah.
friends, new relationships.
Yeah.
Like he's being selfish here.
Sure.
In the way that he's treated her.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, and
yeah.
so she's actually calling him to the mat on that when she's saying, like, if you had told me this, if you had come
maybe we
to
could have
me
remembered
right away, we
Yeah.
could have done this. But 5 years later is selfish.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I know he didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. He was
Right.
trying to figure it
Protection,
out.
He was
Yeah.
trying to protect, but the way that it happened is,
Yeah.
and then to be like, oh, now I'll reawaken the memories, and
Yeah.
like,
The other thing too is with
Yeah.
if you go off of the theory that I guess that fan or whatever had.
Yeah.
So what stops anybody else besides Ned and MJ to have those feelings reawaken?
Well, and they might, but the thing is, they
and you're like,
might.
oh, well, nobody was really that close to her. But then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, somebody like Doctor Strange,
Sure.
somebody like Bruce Banner,
Sure.
somebody
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pick anybody you want.
Yeah.
They should then have memories of Peter Parker being Spider-Man.
And maybe they do. We haven't got so
Right.
the only person we got to see was Ned with the handshake.
Right. But the whole reason
yeah.
why we did the spell was because everybody in the world
Right.
knew that Spider-Man.
Right. And
was-
obviously, but here's the thing: is her
Parker.
power was only in that bubble. So Doctor Strange wasn't in that bubble.
Right.
So it would have only been that small
we know he
group
wasn't?
of. Well, I mean, he could have been, I guess, just going to get a churro.
Bruce was technically right.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but he was Hulk at that point. Hulk already remembers Peter, so there's already a little bit of a fissure in the spell for him.
I mean,
But yeah,
the Punisher should have. He was out. He was outside the spell.
yes.
Yeah, because he took the shot. Yeah.
Yep. He was outside the spell. Yeah, he did what needed to be done.
Right. But those groups of people.
Yeah, and maybe they are, and maybe they will be.
I don't know.
But it was. I just thought that was a really cool theory, and it's like, oh, okay, so maybe that makes it because it was a little bit like, are you really? He's going to remember from a handshake?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, but if it was reawakened by her, and he's got magic,
Much
I
like
think
Peter
it's
Parker's
gonna be
back, there's
stupid.
some holes in your theory.
100%,
here.
100%, 100%.
It's not
We'll
his
have to
theory.
wait. We'll have to wait and see. It's not my theory. Yeah, exactly
You
right.
guys just didn't even bite on that.
Bulls theory. I'm slow tonight.
what was it?
Yeah, you guys are really.
We're really off of our game, man.
You guys got it.
we got
probably,
it.
good.
No, not you. I'm looking at the camera.
Good that they got it.
I'm glad
didn't-
you
I
guys
still
got it.
haven't.
All right. We got
He got shot in the back by a Barrett 50 cal.
You're right. You're right.
Right.
That was a
It
lot.
literally would
a
go
lot of
through your
blood.
whole house, through
was-
the concrete.
That was a lot of blood coming at him too at the end when he's lying there. He's like, "I'm fine." And it's like the pool of
They
blood.
should
underneath
have
him.
been missed. Like,
Yeah.
blood mist.
I mean, he's a lot stronger than a regular person.
Missed.
So maybe yeah, his body should have been gone. All right, we need to do the verdict. Let's do the verdict.
Verdict.
Dirt. All right, let's do it. All right, verdict time. What do you think, Harry? Comic sword or a comic?
Why am I first?
Comic. You don't have to be.
He's going last.
Well, yeah, he's going. No, I want to go last.
You want to go
I
last?
think Greg should go for. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
go
no.
last.
Yeah, no.
I'm going last. You guys went last for DC. I go last for Spider-Man.
You've had
You've had this whole episode.
this everything.
You've had four.
get
You've had
everything.
three lasts.
You get
you
everything.
don't have to go first.
no, I'll go
on.
first. That's fine.
Everything is given to you on a silver platter,
Well, we're doing comic accuracy
Comic and then personal.
and then
and
personal.
then personal.
yeah.
What's above is what it is.
I'd buy that.
I buy that.
I think I buy that just because like there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it
Yeah. For personal or for comic?
for comic.
Okay, fair.
Personal, I think it is what it is. I truly don't think it pushed any narratives of the MCU. I really don't think
Yeah.
it really built that much of Peter.
Okay.
It built more of Peter than it did Spider-Man,
Sure.
I think.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. This was about Peter.
I'm not going to say it was a waste of a movie.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
entertaining. I liked it. It really didn't do anything for me. The last movie,
Yeah.
spectacular,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, No Way Home was
Loved
a
it.
gem. Yeah.
But I just didn't think that this. I wasn't looking for that,
Sure.
but I was looking for something different, but still in a high caliber.
Yeah.
It's just like there's too many holes of like the parts of Spider-Man getting shot in the back and like nothing really happened. Like he just wakes up a day later.
I think it was a little bit longer than that, but Jean Grey did.
No, he said
Was it just a day?
they've been outside waiting overnight. It was one night.
Okay.
Actually, probably wasn't even 24 hours
Yeah, maybe not. But he did mention that Jean Grey used her voodoo
to keep him
alive.
alive, not to heal
Yeah.
him.
That's true. I don't think she can do that. Yeah, I mean, maybe she could when she's more powerful. But yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, she
What
could.
does
Yeah.
the doctor do
Yeah,
when they
that's
go
fair.
in there? His lungs and heart are gone.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's staying alive, but they're gone.
She's like, I'm holding everything as long as I can.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not
That's
going to
fair.
hone in on that. I love the Punisher. I think he's like, still is one of my favorite, if not
He
the
was
favorite
top tier.
character.
John
Right.
Barenthal was phenomenal.
Bernthal.
Bear and Thong.
John Berenstein
He's
Bears.
Berenstain Bears is what he's saying every day. John Barenthal.
Barenthal.
Berenstain Barenthal.
I love that man.
Bernthal. John Bernthal.
I thought
He
the
was great.
glimpse of the Hulk we got was great.
Oh, Savage Hulk.
I mean, we really didn't even talk about all
Savage.
these things.
I know. That's what I mean. There's so much in this movie.
Yeah. And that's fine because
Yeah,
that seems to be how MCU does,
yeah.
especially Spider-Man movies, which is fine. But it's just like I wanted more because we've had such a drought for so
Sure.
many years of
Yeah.
like pushing the actual narrative, and they're like, "Oh,
Gotcha.
we're gonna do it, guys.
At some
We're
point
gonna
we'll
do it."
and they just
And
keep not.
Thunderbolts did do it.
Thunderbolts did.
Thunderbolts did.
Yeah. And
And-
Fantastic Four did it to a degree.
Fantastic
To a
Four,
degree.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I'd probably say, don't shoot me, Greg.
I'm not going to.
I liked Fantastic Four all around
Better
wholly
than this movie?
as than this movie, this Spider-Man movie.
That's fair.
But nothing beats No Way Home.
No.
No.
There's
and
not
it
many
won't.
movies in
I
the
don't.
MCU
Yeah.
that does. Probably Iron Man one.
I don't know.
No.
It's
For
close.
me.
I,
can-
yeah,
for you,
it is-
you can do
Iron Man
whatever you
1
want.
still is.
Remember, I was a kid when that
Top.
came out. I was
Yeah.
True.
That was
You've got
2000.
a
I was
certain
11
nostalgia.
years old.
2000, yeah, 2008.
I was almost a teenager, but I was 11.
2008. I was almost graduating college. It was but I agree with you. Like I still go back and watch that movie, and it is so good. It's so.
There's definitely
good.
more things I wanted to say. I just don't remember.
That's fair.
and
It's a lot. It's a lot, and we don't want to take up all the time in the world.
I really want some chili though. I do say that.
I
Chili.
do.
I want the
I
Punisher.
We
do
know that
want
he
the
makes a
Punisher's
mean
chili.
chili.
There's
Yeah.
definitely gunpowder in that chili.
It's got some
Probably.
kick.
Yeah,
some
it's got
napalm.
some real kick.
How about you, Logan?
I buy that on the comic accuracy. I think
Fair.
it's pretty solid. I don't know if I'd give it a full perfection, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pushing it.
I got
think
that.
it's pushing it.
Yep.
But I think some of the changes, particularly around Jean Grey, bother me too much.
That's
I think
fair.
that's
That
I think
is
that's where it is.
Totally valid. Totally
and I
valid.
also this is really tough with the personal.
Yeah. Be honest.
I think I'm
That's
going
what
to
we
give it
want.
an I by that with
Okay.
the movie too.
Yeah,
I think what bothers me about the movie is more so about like I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's a good
Same.
movie. I think there's really cool scenes. I
Yeah.
think, and if I'm sitting there and I'm like, I would want to watch it again.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
I do. That's
fair.
where it's like, and I'd buy. I'm sorry. And I'd buy that is
Yeah.
probably going to be like, yeah, I'd sit down.
I'd go back and do it
like
again.
go and watch it again. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It's not the movie we should have had right now, though.
Sure. That's fair.
It just isn't.
That is very fair.
And for parts of it felt that they drug on, parts of it felt forced.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought there were some really, really great parts. We talked about like every Punisher interaction with Spider-Man was great.
So good.
Like, you don't have the stuff I need.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Right.
Just tell me. I
have all that
stuff.
Right.
It's so
Why
good.
do you have that?
Yeah.
Bombs. Like
So
yeah,
good.
Great.
Yeah.
I also really loved Peter talking with Bruce. Like I thought that was a
yes.
really, really cool.
That ethical
and him
dilemma.
pushing him on the ethical piece.
Yep,
And
yep.
then honestly creating the collars.
The collars, yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say,
we're-
my man created the
we're-
collars.
That's big.
That's
I
huge.
like that change.
And that's a good-
That's a big
I
weight.
do.
It's a good
like
placement,
that.
like out
Yes.
of
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
stuff,
Yeah.
especially with introducing mutants.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That
Poor
I really
Peter.
like. But
Yeah.
Peter now is
Poor
going to deal.
Peter. All the
Well,
guilt.
Peter
All the guilt, man.
Peter sucks, man.
Yeah, it's
Right.
tough. He's got
Peter,
a hard
Peter's
life, man.
got a real dude.
I'm sure he would. Again, there's lots
But
of
he
comics in
also
there
just
where,
keeps making some really bad decisions. He has a good heart for
I
certain
mean, this
things.
is the first time he's not like a child, but he's
Yeah.
still pretty young. I mean, he's like 23.
It doesn't matter if he's still young. That's an
he's made some
like,
big problems.
you're doing this to
Yeah.
you,
yeah.
and that can be used for other people. Like
Everybody else.
Peter, someone is going to get this.
He's still kind of getting parented.
You're
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
for sure. Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
believe, part of me wants to believe, why did Bruce become the Hulk, Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
In that movie, he was Bruce, right?
Yeah.
He gave him the universal
Yeah, and
collar, and he said the
Yeah.
thing that triggered him
Yeah.
was he said it's universal.
Yeah.
And he looked at,
He's
he's
like,
like,
"Oh, no.
oh no,
This is
like
it."
this, and that's where the Hulk got like ticked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
say
yeah.
all that. So
was cool.
those are mines.
Yeah.
I'd buy that for both.
Nice. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with comic.
Perfection,
No.
greatest movie of all time.
I agree. I agree with comic. It is with,
Money, please.
It's not. I'd buy that. I agree with the comic.
Okay.
Comic
All
book.
right. We're
I
getting
agree.
some objectivity
Yeah.
here.
Well, yeah, because I think, like I said, I think
Good.
they missed some pieces.
Yes.
I think they did some. They fumbled a few pieces for sure. So perfection is a rarefied air especially for the comic version. It's less rarefied for our personal
Yes,
views.
I know.
But for the comic views, like very few comics movies should get that perfection in the comic.
The Dark
thing.
Knight.
Dark Knight is up there, and
The
No Way
Batman.
Home is up there,
Batman.
and Batman Forever is up there.
The Bat
Yeah,
is
it's
right
right,
up. Is
absolutely.
right up there.
Right.
That is the staple.
The Flash too.
The Flash. Oh yes, I forgot about the Flash.
How
My
could you forget?
word, that movie. It was so good. I just think it was a dream. I just think it's
kiss.
a dream.
Babies.
In a microwave.
microwave.
No, and then personal. It's perfection for me.
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
definitely
well,
is. I
big
mean,
surprise there.
every Tom Holland movie I think is a perfection for me, except for maybe Far From Home. Far From Home is probably I'd buy that.
You need to check yourself. Every Tom Holland movie.
Every Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
better start checking
No.
yourself here.
He's done so. I mean, Uncharted was actually pretty good.
You're saying things on this specific
so excited.
podcast
I
that
know.
you are gonna regret.
I will regret this.
I do have
I kick pigeons.
when I mean it's an MCU movie,
Sure.
So you kind of knew, but like at one point, either before the movie, during the movie, and especially when he got shot,
Yes.
if he died,
Yeah.
what would you have felt? I know what you would have felt. It's probably similar to what I would have felt. But
Yeah.
what would you have felt?
One, I would have said you wasted. You should have used it for Secret Wars. But two,
That's a fair point.
I've been pro Tom Holland's Spider-Man coming to an end relatively soon because he's done so well.
I honestly thought going
So-
into this would be it because I didn't think they had the guts to do it.
I think they'd
Wars,
rather.
but-
I think Russo's would have the guts.
No, they wouldn't.
I mean,
No, they wouldn't. They
Yeah.
didn't do it before. They won't do it now.
Well, that was partially not their fault. They came in with
they're
a,
not gonna
with
do
a
it after now.
screenplay
That's a
of all
cash
these
cow,
kills.
man.
Yeah, right after
Yeah.
this.
They're
never-
recouping all the losses
They're not-
that
they're
they
like,
made.
"Oh, wait a minute."
Losses, but
Yeah.
All
not
losses.
like a DC loss, but like
No,
a normal
no,
average
well,
person loss.
I think Sony as a entity is similar to DC losses.
yes, yes.
Sony has not
but
been
there's
doing
like
so hot.
7 Sony movies,
Right.
and a billion DCU movies. But anyway,
That's true. That's true.
So
Yeah,
you
I
would have
think-
been
I think
okay with
I
it,
would have been
not
fine
happy,
with it,
but okay.
I would have wished they would have waited for a better movie, but I'm
righteous death.
ready. Yeah, I'm ready for Peter to die. Just because. Well, they probably won't. But the thing is, for me, I'm also happy if they don't because I love his movies. Like I do.
I mean, I think
I think I'd be happy either way.
yeah, I think it'd be very tough to have to recast Spider-Man after this. But
Yes. Oh, yes. It's good. It's good. They're gonna have to go Miles. They have to go Miles.
Yeah.
Because it's.
and I thought that might have happened in this movie, but it didn't.
Well, it's the whole thing. They told Kevin Feige he can't have him until Spider-Verse is done.
Right, which makes sense.
Which
That
does
makes
does make sense. It does make sense. It's just sad, but it does make sense.
Again, can we look ahead now for one quick moment to,
Yeah.
to Secret Wars?
Yeah.
Right? No one ever dies. I told you.
Yeah.
I told
Well-
you. I called it.
This one might be.
Nope.
Won't
believe it.
The idea
Because
is the
Iron
incursions
Man-
result in one
Tony
universe. So.
And Tony and
Yeah.
Cap as in
Well, Cap is definitely
Steve Rogers
back.
is alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they got a lot of
Nobody ever
explaining
dies.
to
They
do.
gotta, yeah, that's right. They got a lot. You gotta love Downey's voice he put on for Doom though. That I didn't even know was Downey when he was talking in that trailer. It was so good.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nobody
We're
ever
gonna see.
dies.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how
We
it runs.
see someone die, they're not dead.
Probably not. But that in their defense, and I know we don't like it, but that's the same in all the comics too.
Unless you're Black Widow, they're just like, you know what, you can die.
You know what? You can just
You
stay dead.
can die. I'm like,
Yeah, but it's the same in every comic.
Literally,
ever,
I mean,
too.
I mean it. I mean this too. I don't
Yeah.
believe Black Widow is dead.
You still don't believe she's
I
dead.
still don't believe she is. I still don't believe it. I'm telling you,
fair.
I don't believe she's dead.
She's gonna be the one that like wins everything at the end of Doomsday.
And this is I don't.
Or
I
worse.
say this. I say this with every ounce of respect, and
Yes.
and I want to. But we have to just. This is the only one.
Yeah.
Is only if the actor literally dies.
Sure,
Like
sure.
Chadwick Boseman.
Right,
No,
right.
they recast. I mean, not as T'Challa, but his son has been cast for Black Panther
Black
3
Panther,
to come in as Black Panther.
But what
Did you not know that?
It's at least his
No,
son.
I didn't know.
Oh
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
Black
know that.
Panther's back.
Yeah.
But
what I'm
a
saying
little
is-
bit
yeah,
better.
it's not
his
T'Challa.
son.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
his
It's
son.
not T'Challa.
It's his son.
But like
not
literally.
Riri.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to, when you sign a Marvel contract,
You're in it.
You're in it.
Right.
You are playing this character until you die.
In blood. It was literally
Or
in blood.
die.
Or you're the
Not the character, because the character will never die
unless you're the Eternals.
unless you're the Eternals. They
They're
can
all
die.
dead. They're all dead, and we didn't even get to see them die. They're just gone. All right, guys.
They're not even dead.
They're not. They're
They're
just
not
out there.
even
They're
dead.
out
Not
there
dead
in
yet.
space. They're, out
They're
there in
not
space.
even dead.
I'm not.
They're not dead.
yet.
No
They
one
feel
dies.
happy.
You
I think I could go
to
for a
get-
walk.
It is the reality of like Disney owning Marvel now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is like it's the mouse. Like will work you till you die.
You're not going anywhere.
Don't make
You're
me do
mine
this.
now.
You're gonna do this till you're.
You wanna go on vacation?
Yeah, this is like-
That's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo.
It's insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Tony he thought he got away.
And they drug him back in.
You're gonna play Doctor Doom, okay, huh?
Yeah,
You got no choice.
Yeah.
New mask.
He was like, what if I didn't want
New mask, new man, huh?
Mickey, I didn't want I did good. I
That's too
did
bad. You're gonna get beat to death if you don't.
but I made you money.
way!
I did
Not
good.
enough.
I'm retired.
There's no such thing as retirement. I'm 103.
All right, Legion. If you guys saw Brand New Day, let us know in the comments down below what you guys thought. And we look forward to hitting up Doomsday at the end of the year and some other great comic book movies as they come out. We got Street Fighter, we got Clayface.
I'm excited for Street Fighter. I
we
gotta
got
tell you,
Dune
that's
Part
a
3.
stupid excitement.
I'm excited for Street Fighter too.
That's a stupid
Yeah.
excitement, but I can't wait. Did anyone see Cody Rhodes come out
Yes.
as Guile?
Yeah.
Yes, in the
at
promotions.
SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
He's
god!
like, I'm going to
Glorious.
promote this all my
No,
life.
as SummerSlam,
Yeah.
he had his Cody Rhodes mask with the Guile hair. It was amazing,
And that hair looks
dude.
perfection.
Oh gosh,
Right there. Perfection. All right,
Yeah.
guys. We will see you guys next time with Legion Comic Correction. Stay Legion, everybody.